So we've talked so much about large language models. We've looked under the hood, we've seen the prompt, the context window, and the completion. We've taken a look at in-context learning and prompt engineering, and even how to fine-tune and build our own large language models. Finally, we took a look at how we can integrate those large language models with live data inside of our organization. But how do we actually deploy a large language model? Well, many providers have what they call hubs, and these hubs are big collections of models, so machine learning models and large language models that you can take and deploy. So there are hubs with open source pre-trained large language models. An example of one of those is Hugging Face, and we work closely with Hugging Face, and we actually provide a way that you can deploy large language models, including Hugging Face large language models, directly inside of your AWS account really, really easily, maybe with just one click. And that place is in Amazon SageMaker Jumpstart. Now, Jumpstart is available for you in a couple of different places. You can go into the AWS console and you can see inside of SageMaker, down on the left-hand side, foundation models. These foundation models are large language models, but also some of the image generation models that are available for you in one-click deployments inside of your account. If you want to see many more, including examples of how you can use those large language models, head into Amazon SageMaker Studio and take a look at the Jumpstart catalog in there. There you can search through all of the different model cards where it explains the different attributes to do with the models in question, and also gives you 3 options. Now, not all of those options are available on all models, but the options are: the first one is to do a single click deployment of that model into your environment. So with just one click, you can use sensible defaults to deploy, say for example, a large language model into your AWS account. You can also adjust some of the settings, but just with one click, you can get a long way. The second option that's sometimes available is to fine-tune your large language model, or the large language model that you're deploying. And you can even set some of the parameters, such as parameter efficient fine-tuning, and use LoRa to fine-tune one of those models. So if your data that you want to fine-tune on is inside of an S3 bucket, you can put the location of that bucket and fine-tune your own large language model easily through Amazon SageMaker Jumpstart. The final option that you have is to launch a notebook. Now you're inside of Amazon SageMaker Studio, which is a Jupyter Labs environment where you can run notebooks and experiment with code. The last section in the notebook will be how to perform inference. So once the large language model is deployed inside of your environment, inside of your account, how can you actually interact with it? How can you send prompts? How can you get those completions back? And that's exampled and demoed for you in the final section of that notebook. So if you want to get up and running really quickly inside of your AWS environment with a large language model, then take a look at Amazon SageMaker Jumpstart inside of Amazon SageMaker Studio. And when you've built something really awesome, let me know all about it. What an amazing video! Please give us a like if you thought so too, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification so that you get notified whenever there's a brand new video uploaded to build on AWS.